I stand before you today with pride and renewed hope to report on the state of our region in 2024. It is not just a record of members, it is the story of our resilience, our progress, and our continuing journey toward a brighter future we envision for every Cordilleran. For the Cordillera region, 2024 was a year of success and challenges. We braved a series of 6 successive typhoons in the last quarter alone, while global and national developments created ripples of uncertainty that affected economy around the world, including ours. Yet, we press on, undaunted, united, and resilient. These challenges reveal once again the true spirit of the Cordilleran people. Our economy grew by 4.8% in 2024, slower than 2023, but still a solid gain. More importantly, our per capita GRDP rose to 201.088 pesos, the second highest in the country, next only to the national capital region. This means better living standards and greater economic opportunity for our every Cordilleran. Even more encouraging is our success in poverty reduction. From 7% in 2021, it fell to just 4.4% in 2023, the second lowest nationwide. Our provinces, HUC, had a lower poverty incidence compared to the national figures. Baguio has the lowest poverty incidence rate at 0.5%, followed by Kalinga, 2.6%, and Apayao with 4%. Inflation slowed to 3.3% from 5.4% the year before. This means stronger purchase power, more good in every household's basket, and more stable environment of businesses. Our labor market also grew stronger. The unemployment rate fell to 2.3%, lower than the national average. More Cordillerans are finding work, and more families are enjoying stable incomes. In line with our unwavering commitment and goal for the Cordillerans, we advocated investment for the region by leveraging our rich natural resources. We are gearing toward to become the source of the renewable energy in the entire country. To this end, we have identified strategic sites across the region which could be potential establishment of hydro energy and attract investment from diverse group of stakeholders. Today, we take pride in Benguet province, which is already reaping the benefits of this vision through the hydropower facility that harness the Cordillera rivers to generate electricity, aside from the 3 large dams in the province. In my province, Apayao, it has been my firm stance to develop hydropower with the ultimate aim to provide energy source, irrigation, and potable water source to the province of Apayao and neighboring province of Cagayan. This will be possible through the establishment of 2,000 megawatt Maton Hydroelectric Project by the Pan-Pacific Renewable Power Philippines Corporation with an investment of 504 billion pesos. This facility will be used the Maton River as an energy storage one of the 11 renewable energy projects that has secured Green Lane status from the Board of Investments. The province of Abra also has its hydropower and irrigation project, which are on its final phase of study as endorsed by the Regional Development Council. Through this, we are transforming our dreams into tangible progress by using hydropower to accelerate our economic development while prioritizing inclusive outcomes. With the help of hydropower as the source of energy, we are championing clean energy in the region. We will not compromise the welfare and rights of our indigenous people. Their dignity and well-being are integral to our sustainable growth. Furthermore, one of the key industries that continues to boost our local economy in the region is the mining industry. The province of Kalinga, and with the approval of the 6 Minahang Bayan in the province of Apayao, mining operations have opened opportunities for employment, growth of businesses, and generated revenues that will support social services and infrastructure development. Our initiatives in infrastructure development like roads, bridges, power projects, and supportive facilities are progressing rapidly to connect communities, attract investments, and improve the daily lives of our people in the Cordillera. On education, the region continues to shine according to the 2024 Functional Literacy Education and Mass Media Survey, or the FLAMS. Our basic literacy rate is 92.7%, the second highest among the regions, and 2.7 percentage points higher than the national rate of 90%. This means that the nearly 93 in every 100 Cordilleran aged 10 and up can read, write, and do simple calculations. The province of Apayao had the highest basic literacy rate among the region's provinces, followed by Benguet with 94.9% and Baguio with 94.3%. But more than that, we rank first among the regions with the highest functional literacy rate at 81.2%, well above the national average of 70.8%. Baguio City had the highest functional literacy rate of 89.8%, followed by the province of Benguet, 87.9%, and Apayao, 86.8%. Functional literacy rate reflects the people's ability not only to read and write, but to comprehend, analyze, and apply what they learn. This is true empowerment. We also take pride in the encryption of the Iapayao Biosphere being officially inscribed as the UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, strengthening our claim as the watershed cradle of the Northern Philippines and affirming our global role in biodiversity protection. Moreover, our forest covers remain strong at 85%. Maraming salamat, Director Moreno ng DNR. Through the expanded National Greening Program, over 1,400 hectares of plantation were established, while about 36,407 seedlings were planted through the mining forest program. We are not just protecting our land, we are safeguarding the future. Our provinces also showed progress in governance. In 2024, all CAR provinces move up in income class. Abra and Benguet are now classified as first class, while Tabuk City jumped from 5th class to 1st class. 64 municipalities also move up, reflecting improved fiscal capacity, revenue collection, and governance. Further affirming the region's excellence in governance, Mountain Province and Apayao were awarded the Seal of Good Local Governance, or SGLG, by the DILG. Nandito po yung ating bago nating DILG Director. Hindi to invento, hindi namin sinasabi to, nilakwasan. We were awarded sa Central Office in recognition of their adherence to transparency, accountability, and good governance. Moreover, 30 municipalities across the region earned the Seal of Good Local Governance recognition. Marami rin po tayong mga barangays na nabigyan ng na-recognize regional level and the central government ng Seal of Barangay Good Local Governance. All CAR provinces and cities were also honored with the 24th Gawad Kalasag Awards for Disaster Resilience. We also would like to highlight the region's efforts toward safeguarding and advancing the rights and welfare of our children. In 2024, the DILG conferred the Seal of Child-Friendly Local Governance to 51 CAR, municipal and city LGUs. Aside from Baguio City, LGUs conferred the seal were 17 municipalities in Abra, 6 in Apayao, 8 in Benguet, 8 in Ifugao, 7 in Kalinga, and 4 in Mountain Province. Alongside these milestones, we continue to push for regional autonomy. To address the concerns raised by our economic managers on the fiscal viability of autonomous region, a proposal was crafted on determining the structure and personnel, revenue generation, expenditures, and fiscal viability of the Cordillera Autonomous Region. This study is nearing its completion, and its findings will be the basis of consultations and recommendations on the pertinent provisions of autonomy law and for consideration of our congressional representatives in the 20th Congress. We have prepared a short but more detailed audiovisual presentation to give a deeper look at how far we have come and how much further we can go if we remain united in purpose. As DepDep Secretary Arsenio Balisacan, Cabinet Officer of the Regional Development Council and Security for CAR, reminded us during the Cordillera Day celebration, let us, and I quote, let us stay committed to connecting our region to greater opportunities, building on our strength as the watershed cradle of Luzon, preserving our cultural identity, securing the autonomy our people deserve. Thank you, and Agbyag ti Cordillera.